Welcome back to JB Sports. I'm your host, Sean Burton, and today is Friday, so you know it's all about the normal sports. So, NFL football is back. There were some preseason games yesterday. I won't go too much into them. Seahawks, Raiders, they tied. Eagles played pretty well with their second string offense against the Bengals' first string defense, so good for them. Ravens beat the Colts. I mean, preseason, it doesn't really matter if you win or not. Preseason's more just cutting down roster spots and to see what like your rookies could look like. Um, as you know, with the Raiders, you're looking at rookies like Ashton Genty, who had 3 carries and got -1 yards total. So that I mean, it's a first game, so it's not an indicator of anything because we've seen multiple players play bad in preseason but end up playing well in their actual careers. I mean, it's just preseason. That's literally it. Um, for the Colts, I think one of the bigger ones was Tyler Warren. He had 3 receptions for 40 yards. That's really good for him. You love seeing that. You saw Anthony Richardson get hurt very early on. He took I think it was just a blitzer who didn't get picked up, and it just took a helmet straight to the hand when he got sacked. So I think he dislocated his pinky, is what I saw in the photo. Kind of gross, but it is what it is. I hope he can recover and be back. Daniel Jones struggled, 10 for 21, 144 yards. It was rough. And Riley Leonard got to finish out the game, 12 for 24 and 92 yards. You expect that kind of more out of Riley Leonard, who's a third string quarterback right now, and he's a rookie compared to Daniel Jones. Like, it was rough, but Riley Leonard also had an interception, so it for everyone was kind of rushed. I mean, Cooper Rush, it was rough. The first throw of the game, he threw an interception, and for the Ravens, the other guy was 3 for 12, 43 yards. Most, I mean, I'm pretty sure there were some receptions that might have got didn't get picked up, but their rushing was great. Keaton Mitchell, 9 for 65, 1 touchdown. Dearness Johnson, 18 carries, 57 yards, not as good. Rashawn Alley, 9 carries, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. Devin Leary, 6-15. So it wasn't bad. Their defense looked pretty good, but I can't really pay too much attention to. I think the big thing for the Bengals, yes, your defense is picking up right where they left off last year and pretty much being awful. But your offense came in right off the bat and it looked amazing. Joe Burrow, 9 for 10, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then, of course, you have Jamar Chase, 4 receptions, 77 yards. You had, where is he? They're not putting him down there, but Higgins also didn't do bad today, so didn't do bad. Um, I don't really think Higgins did too much, but all I'm saying is the offense was back and they're in full swing, especially Jamar Chase. He did great. Tanner Hudson ended up playing pretty good, 6 receptions, 62 yards. But the defense, yeah, the defense was some booty cheeks. It was pretty bad. Eagles, um, Hannah McGee played pretty good, 20 for 25, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then Dorian Thomas Robinson. You traded it was Kenny Pickett for Dorian Thomas Robinson, 5 for 8, 56 yards, and then Kyle McCord, 1 for 5, 8 yards. I don't think he was expected to do much, but yeah, their offense pretty good still. AJ Dillon, great pickup. So you're looking good. I'm sure some stats just haven't been picked up because it's preseason, but it doesn't really matter too much. Player stat wise though, like Seahawks, I'd say you're more looking at the quarterback, Jalen Murrow, 6 for 10, 61 yards. Not terrible, not great. Drew Lock, 12 for 22, 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That wasn't great. So it's a little bit of a mix. But like I said, it's just preseason. So at the end of the day, things can change. But we got some games today. Lions, Falcons. That should be good. Falcons, you're just seeing your rookies on defense, see how they can hold up. Browns, Panthers. Browns, Shedeur Sanders will start today. which will be kind of your bigger look at him. I mean, right now he's, I think, fourth on the depth chart, and then they add in Tyler Huntley. I don't know where he is. He probably won't be anything because Tyler Huntley was terrible on the Dolphins, but he's probably just in there. I don't really know why they have so many quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett got hurt recently, so I think he's not going to start. He might be fine, but I'm pretty sure Joe Flacco's starting. So right now, I think they're just going to start Shedeur. Honestly, this could just be an attention grab. That's what it's looking to be because they have had they've made no strides to give Shedeur any time to get better, any time to really give him a look. They really drafted him for no reason. It looks like they just drafted him to draft him, probably just for the media that they get from it. I mean, what's new with the Browns? It's kind of what they do. I mean, the other day the Kelsey brothers asked Baker Mayfield what he would do to fix the Browns quarterback situation. He said, "Not my problem anymore." Because the Browns just that jersey that one guy had, it's getting even longer. So we'll see what what Shedeur can do. I'm excited. I want Shedeur to do well. I want any player to do well. I think any player should get a shot. Shedeur, I as much as I don't think he was a first round pick to me, I don't think he should have fell that far, and I don't think that he should be getting treated the way he is by the Browns. If he was an actual sixth round, fifth round pick, I understand if it was what they did, but Shedeur should be treated better. That's the bottom line. But we'll see what he can do today. I hope he can do pretty well. Your offensive line it's you got some players to work with. It's not the best, but Panthers we'll see. Excited to see Tetero McMillan. That's who I'm really looking for on that side if he plays at all. Um, they got a pretty good wide receiver core coming out. I'd like to see what they can do. Just first, drive, get some more looks in there because I think the Panthers. There's a player, Hunter Renfro. That's who I want to see. Also, I just want to see what he can do because you know Derwin James at one time really really put Hunter Renfro highly. He's very good at route running. He was out for a year, so I'm excited to see if he can come back and do something because a lot of people love him. So, but yeah, Tetero McMillan, you're excited to see. Maybe Trevor Etienne, Xavier Legette, we can see what he can do second year. But, you know, you got some interesting players there. We'll see what they can do. But we'll move on to my Commanders. That is the main thing. Probably talking about NFL wise, just because it's my team and I'm excited to see them play. As much as it is, it's just preseason for me. At the end of the day, I do love football, so I do love watching it. I will try to also get more into college this year because I've never watched it too much, but last few years I've just gotten way 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 more interested in the sports because I just love them. So especially since I've gone from playing them mostly to watching them because I'm not good enough to play anything college level. So let's kind of get into the Patriots versus Commanders. We had a joint practice. Uh, the Commanders, uh, like their beat reporters didn't say anything, so I mostly had to go with what the Patriots said. They had a lot of people saying things. Again, it was a practice where it was you don't want to base that off your whole season. Going into this, I know that the Patriots are probably going to start their offense and defense because it's a new coaching regime, so they want to get that fresh start. Commanders, you're probably not going to see Jaden or any of the starters really play till maybe the Bengals game because I think that's kind of just it's a better team to go against. I feel like offense and defense wise, just because the Bengals like offensive wise they're amazing, so you really want to test your defense against them. So you'd wait till then. But we'll stick to the Patriots for right now. Year two quarterback Drake May didn't play too many games last year. Started playing towards the end. That's one reason you wanted to play, just see how he's feeling. Stephon Diggs, new to the team. Will Campbell, really want to test him out. Again, it'll probably be second string defenders from the Commanders, but it's still a good test because NFL level is different from the college level. So any test is good. Travion Henderson really actually wanted to see him in the Commanders uniform. Did not go to us, but You can put him out there, see how he does. Christian Gonzalez, love him. We'll see how he does against second stringers. Matt Hollins, sorry, new to the team, went to the Patriots from Buffalo. He'll be a good test. Joshua Dobbs, you'll probably see later in the game, but that's not someone you're too fully worried about. You got some off-line additions, Morgan Moses, who was a former Commander, but you just got some additions that you just want to test out, see how they do, and just test them. You know, preseason is for the rookies to kind of get their first feel of the NFL. So I hope all of them can get their footing, and I hope they can play well. But I hope the Commanders can play better, even if we're with our second string. Because with the Washington Commanders right now, the starting quarterback from us is Sam Hartman. So for today, so that's gonna be a good test because it's gonna be Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman who are gonna be your two main people. I think they're just trying to figure out who the third string quarterback can be. And Josh Johnson has been a starting quarterback for us before. That was because we were in quarterback purgatory. So it didn't really matter who was on our team. Anyone could have started back then. But we have a main starter in Jaden Daniels, the best secondary quarterback in the league, in my opinion. Second string, which is Marcus Mariota. And third string, you just got to figure out. I know the female fans love Sam Hartman. I think he's all right. I think one of the reasons he is still on the team is because he's just such a good friend and hype man for Jane Daniels. So that's another reason. But Sam Hartman will be starting. I think the main people you kind of want to look at that will probably play is the rookies. Trey Amos. He'll be against starting wide receiver players. So that's definitely going to be a look for him. Um, You want to see him play well. He was a second round pick who could have been a first rounder depending on the year and just depending on the team. He could have snuck into the first round. He's one of those players that we almost probably drafted in the first round if it wasn't for for Connolly who we chose. Connolly, I think he might play. That'll be a good test for him. Jalen Lane, that's another guy you want to look out for. I'm excited because Jalen Lane, I think he can be one of the next good wide receivers for the Commanders. I mean, Terry, we'll get into that situation a little bit, but Terry's getting older, and we need to start getting wide receivers that can start to become staples. Luke McCaffrey, who you'll see tonight, really excited to see what he can do. Really hoping he took another step and can become another staple receiver. I don't think he'll ever be more than a 2 in his career, a low 2, really high 3. But if he can become just a really, really good 3 for us, that would be nice. But Jalen Lane is the wide receiver, if he plays, that I really want to see, just because, you know, it's really important that he gets some reps out there so we can see him against some starting level corners. Jacory Brooks, undrafted free agent, but he's also another wide receiver to have eyes on because while he's had some drops in practice and the joint practice, maybe in a game time situation it's different and he can continue to flourish because he's been pretty good. He had a one-handed touchdown in that joint practice, I'm pretty sure. So just a guy to keep an eye on, and hopefully he can continue to make some plays. Maybe he can get on the roster. I think that'd be cool because he's a good player, and if he doesn't make our roster, someone else will swoop him up that might want another wide receiver to compete. So hopefully we can see him. I think the one player people are most excited for is Jacory Croskey-Merritt. Bill, as I like to call him, and some other people do too. He's a seventh round pick that shouldn't have been a seventh round pick, but he was held off the field for a year because an ineligibility because he just ran out of it. I guess it was a whole thing, and it took him the whole year, and he couldn't play anymore. He played in one of I think the kind of all-star game type things, and he played really well. And Bill has to become one of those guys that the Commanders have that can hit that home run type of run because we don't have one of those guys that can just take it to the house. I mean, Brian Robinson, I love him. He's been good for us. Austin Eckler, he's been good, but we don't have that running back that's gonna hit a 50-yard or 70-yard, just take it all the way. And Jacory Croskey-Merritt, he's made some good plays. He can be that guy. I'm heavy on Bill. I know a lot of other, especially Commanders YouTubers. I like Rio Robinson, who's really big on him. Street Scores, he's big on him. So we're really interested in seeing him play today and see what he can do, especially because he probably will go against starters. So that will be big for him. And especially if he can do good against them without probably a starting line, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited to see him. And then some other players sprinkled in there that you might see. I mean, Tyler Owens would be cool to see. You also have people like where is Kane Madrano, who is kind of might fill that bandit safety role, but also has linebacker tendencies that are really good, even though he's small for that position. So these rookies, like even if they're like have been in low positions, like Kane Madrano is really stealing minutes away in spots away from some of our picks last year that should have been bigger for us. You know, Jordan McGee, who's had some injury concerns, hasn't been able to be on there, and there's another player I'm trying to think of that I just cannot place in my head right now. Hampton, yeah, he might take them those spots, and he's looked pretty good, especially for a guy that we thought might just be moved to safety. We'll see what he can do. He's another player to look out for. Michael Gallup, he's a player where he's fighting for a roster spot, so you might want to pay attention to him. And just some people here and there that you might. Bensona, if he plays, I really want to see what he can do because he's supposed to be our replacement for Zach Ertz when Zach Ertz eventually hangs the cleats up, which I think Zach Ertz is going to have another good year for us and a good 20-game season. So we'll see what happens. But I'm really high on Benson as well. I don't think he's been given his time to perform, and I think people are just writing him off because of that. But yeah, Commanders, we got a lot of people to look out for. Just some people fighting for roster spots and some rookies that you want to see flourish against some of these players. So really interested in seeing that. I'll move to Terry McLaurin real quick. Terry, love him. I'm really hoping that we can get this whole situation figured out because we need him. He's important to the team. I know Jaden can work with what we have, but I don't think we'll be contenders for a deep playoff run without him. Um, so I'm really hoping soon we can get him re-signed. And I know that there was some that came out that he doesn't particularly want the same yearly as DK Metcalf. He doesn't want the same yearly, but he wants some of the traits as the contract, and which I'm fine with. Really, you get 2 or 3 years, 30 million a year. Give him the guaranteed money. Give him a signing bonus. I'm fine with that for Terry. So I just want Terry back. He's really important, and I know that they have to be strict about this because we got other people to pay, and soon it's going to be it's in a few years, but that Jane Daniels contract will loom very, very highly, and it will be a lot of money we have to pay him because he's going to be one. He's already one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's going to be top five undoubtedly, top three undoubtedly when in the next few years. So we're gonna have to look at that. Also, it's just Terry's getting older, so I see what both sides are saying, and I understand it. So we just got to get this deal done. I think it'll be done literally a few days before the season, and that'll kind of suck. But as long as it gets done and all that can be behind us, I'm okay with what's going on. But let's get this done because at the end of the day, he's important, and we don't want to see what will happen without him. Other news, not much. NBA, Malik Beasley got evicted. That's not really news, but that's one of the first things to pop up. Um, Luka's looking really skinny. He's looking in good shape. He played today. I think he had 19 points in like 24 minutes or something. He looked good. Lauri Markkanen had 40 something points, and I think they're all playing for FIBA right now, which is in 2027 is when they're having their like tournament thing. So kind of crazy that they're playing games now, but they have to. Um, but not too much news there. Rockets, I guess we're just wait and see. still waiting on regular season. I don't really know what else to say other than I think we're contenders. We got some good players. We have Kevin Durant, Dorian Finney-Smith came in, Josh Okogie, who's a very good defensive player for us. So right now, I really don't have too much to say. I mean, soon the NFL, once this is over, me and Jonah Marcalo, who is the host of Riding the Ship, who you should check that out on Spotify. I'll put the link in the description. But me and him will do an over-under prediction for, well, not over-under, sorry. We'll do a prediction for the season for the NFL, like, awards. We'll do um, all the season, like, wins and losses. We'll do a lot. So that is something you can look forward to. I think we'll do over and under for the NBA on his channel, though. Eventually, I believe we've talked about it, so we'll see if that comes to fruition. Um, we'll keep that communicated to you guys. But other things than that, um, just excited to see my team play tonight. Really excited to see some of these rookies play and some of these people fighting for roster spot to see what they really have in them. Other news, I mean, me and Jonah's radio show at our college two-man coverage, WSYC, on Instagram. You should definitely follow it. I'll also put that in the description. I'll put some links in the description for you guys to look at if you want more content from me or my friend Jonah, who's very good at what he does in his own podcast and other things. So be tuned for those. But other than that, let's go Commanders, and I hope you guys have fun watching tonight if you are watching. If not, just be excited for the season. Hope your team's doing well. Um, Hopefully NBA, eventually once that comes back, we can get back to that news. But just hasn't been a lot other than Luka getting in shape. That's been one of the main things. But enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.